What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people be asking me about that mural that painted on the side of that store across the street from O Block that features King Von face, whole body on it, sitting in a chair. I think it's a dope ass mural. I done said it in previous blogs. Whoever painted that mural need a raise if he can get a raise, because it's lifelike and it's like the perfect picture of him. So I think that was dope. But this talks around the city of the police wanting to shut it down, the mayor a little upset with it. You know, a lot of the politicians really don't agree with the mural because, you know, they just forcing one side, the gang banging shit, the murders, the killings, and they feel like King Von represents a lot of that shit. So they're not really happy with that mural being on that wall like that. You know, a lot of people been asking me, do I think FBGDuck should get a mural? You know, do I think other people should get a mural and shit like that? You know, it's a touchy situation. I don't really want to get into the moral talk. I don't really want to get into that, to be honest with you, because, you know, I understand both sides. You know, we get to having morals of everybody in every community. Now, don't get me wrong. I do think, you know, it's something a little ironic about that. But at the same token, these guys like Von and Duck kind of made it to a level that's different than a lot of the other guys. You know, they were almost looked at as real famous rappers. They did millions of views on YouTube. You know, they kind of made it out that bucket where they got those crabs in it and shit like that. You know, Duck almost was there. Von was past almost, but he was almost there too. So, you know, and they died a certain way. A lot of the young people look up to them. People in those communities love them, whether it's other people in different communities. So, I really don't see the big deal about the mural shit, to be honest with you, especially the people who lost their lives. You know, it ain't so much commemorating gang banging. I think people commemorating King Von's life. And if Duck was to get one, I think that'd be dope. I'm not saying that I would be out here marching for him to get one, you know what I'm saying? But I do think that would be dope, because people in the community love Duck. It's a lot of people in the world love this music. Me, I'm one of the people who really liked this music. I thought he was dope. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody got their side to him. That's the drill culture, and I understand a lot of people don't understand that, because like I say, if you ain't from that shit or even know a little about this shit, you wouldn't understand it. You feel me? But to be honest with you, I think you can make an argument about any mural in the world. Biggie Smalls has a mural up out there in New York. He was once a drug dealer who had played around with guns and shit like that. Everybody who has morals has shit that happened in their life before. Nobody is perfect. Nobody lives a perfect life. So that's why I say I don't really understand so much the big problem with that. I can see if these guys were still living, was, you know, out here still committing crimes, you know. King Von died a famous rapper. Now, whether the city of Chicago want to, you know what I'm saying, validate that or understand that and want to just place him under the gangbanger and strictly a gangbanger, then that's understandable. If that's what they want to do. I really don't understand it, but I think, you know, that's what it is for them. But let's be honest, anybody who's to get a mural, if he was to paint a mural of Tupac, which I believe he has a mural, paint a picture of him, he was once in prison before and did things in his life. And even the person who's judging these people have done things in their lives before. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. But I'm not going to lie, I do think it's a 50-50 now. You know, just to have all these murals around the city now, I think it'll be dope, it'll look cool, but, you know, we can't front like it ain't no gang banging shit behind this shit. Nah, it is a little bit of gang banging to this shit, so we just gonna leave it to the people who is real looked at as legends, you know. Everybody who gets something happen to them, we can't have moves on the corner of everybody now, in my opinion. Let's be honest. Some of this shit is some gang banging shit. I don't want to front now. But I think people like Von and Duck, I think they was climbing so far in the underground drill music scene that you could look at them as big, and I do think a mural would have been dope for them, in my opinion. It's the homie Truth. Pretty.